that from, Rumble?
What's up?
Hello. Welcome back to Cover to Cover.
Hey.
Tonight we have Luscious Jackson, Fever In, Fever Out. This was one of Hylia's picks.
Another gem of my picks.
I was gonna give you the floor for it because you're more familiar with it than I am, but
there ain't much to say.
I can do the intro. This was Luscious Jackson's second studio album. It was released in October of 1996. Produced at Kingsway Studio in New Orleans. It's a studio I'm completely unfamiliar with. I don't think any of the other albums we've done have been recorded there. It came out on Grand Royal and Capitol Records, and the producers were Daniel Lanois, Tony Mangurian, and Luscious Jackson.
I want to say one of the producers was somebody who worked with U2, I think. Was it U2?
You guys did more research than I did. Go for you.
Yes, that the first guy I mentioned, Daniel Lanois, he worked with a lot of people. Bob Dylan, Neil Young. Collaborated with Brian Eno to produce Joshua Tree and Achtung Baby.
Almost as good as Fever In and Fever Out albums, I might say.
This was quite a lengthy album.
It was too late.
47 minutes and 18 seconds. 14 tracks.
And
kind of one of the longer ones we've done.
Wasn't a song under 4 minutes.
And two of those were less than 15 seconds long.
Like that. Door opening and closing. Or it's just closing. Or was it opening?
Those tracks happened so fast I didn't realize that they were tracks.
Yeah. You don't really hear them. Yeah, that door was like I want to say it's kind of a seems like a tribute to the Velvet Underground, because there's one of the songs that the Velvet Underground did. They drug a chair across the floor as an instrument.
Ooh,
interesting.
What's up, Miss Soul?
Yeah, I take it from, I guess the first album compared to this album was almost two different stories. I guess I haven't heard the first album, but I guess they did more sampling or sampling less instruments than this album. So
You mentioned it that in our chat that they were associated with the Beastie Boys.
yes, the drummer used to drum for the Beastie Boys when they were in the punk band, when they had their punk band before they.
Oh wow!
And they dropped her because she didn't fit the direction they were going. And I think Rick Rubin had probably the most say in that. He kind of like, I guess he didn't like female rappers or hip hoppers, you know. So he kind of, I guess he convinced the Beastie Boys to get rid of her, even though that they were always together, you know, when they started their band, their hardcore band, to the point where they decided they wanted to go hip hop. That I knew, you know, previously before listening to this album.
I heard that, I used to know more about them back in the day, and I remember hearing that or something to that effect that they were associated with the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
But it's just I just forgot.
Well, apparently this band was basically created in a studio when they were young. The two of the girls were young. They were like 13, 14 years old. They jammed out. Then they got hooked up with the God, I'm sorry I don't know their names. The drummer.
Kate Schellenbach.
Kate, yep. And that's how they started. Then they cut a demo. They gave the demo tape to Adam Yout. And he liked it, so what they at the time they had created their own record label, and they were the first sign of their record label.
Oh, cool. I did not know that.
That is pretty cool.
And he would later come out and say that, because of the success that they missed out on, in a sense, he's like their first album, they were ahead of their time. So if like they would have came out post Beck and post who else was it?
You know what?
They would have been a number one.
That's a great freaking point. Beck, yeah,
Okay.
Beck. Because Beck blew up.
Yeah.
And he won Album of the Year, and that was right around 97. This album was 96, so it was just probably right before.
Yep.
That stinks though, because that happens way more commonly than people think of. Just people that either die out or bands that just go nowhere because they're just too early.
Yeah.
They were.
Well, that was what Adam
Or
Yout
way
said
too
about their first album.
Yeah.
I guess their first album was ahead of their time. I don't know as much about this one, but this album, people couldn't slide them into a genre. Like you couldn't really put them in, rock or pop or anything like that. So like they were kind of like in their own thing, so nobody knew what category to put them in.
There's a lot of different elements, I felt. That
They even threw in hip hop, jazz, new age.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit of everything that you wouldn't think for this album.
I don't remember how I got into it. Back when it came out, I don't remember how it happened. I went out and I bought it, and I listened to this album a lot.
I remember the song "Naked Eye" playing all the time.
I guess it was because of that. They had a video.
That and the music video. I remember watching the music video when it came out. It was on the radio a lot.
But they never caught on, really. I remember the video. I think that's how I found out about it. I do not remember the video. I can't think of the video, and I didn't look it up here. I was just listening to the whole album. But I just got into it, and it was one of those albums that I just got into, and I would just put it on and just listen to the whole thing. And it just kind of like probably the other best album that we've heard this season, Porno for Pyros. I would just put it on and just hear that, and it was just a progression, and I just knew all the songs, and I liked all the songs, and I don't know. It's just I like the thing I like about this album is the groove. There's always a good groove to pretty much all the songs.
It's chill. It's definitely chill. And let me tell you a little. Let me rewind to this morning. I woke up early this morning, about 7:30. Got up, got dressed. Just me and my wife. We went out, did a little Christmas shopping today, and we were out all day. We didn't come home until what time?
It's like 6:30 probably.
It was nighttime. It was at least 6:00 in the evening.
Just you and your wife?
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome.
First time we've been out in, a long time together.
That's great, man.
But anyways, after a hectic day of standing in the stores and doing this, and just from morning to night, coming home and listening to the album, it was chill. It was like what I needed.
Good.
Like I'm glad let me just say I'm glad this album was chill instead of like something with a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's an album you really could put on, and none of the songs really like, oh shit, I gotta skip this. There's a couple that are there that you might get a little tired of, But most of the songs are just chill and it's good background and it's just a good vibe and it's
This is like a by yourself, chilling at the house album.
Yeah, definitely. Doing stuff and you got this playing in the background.
Yeah.
But it's got good beats, man. There's a
good
couple
harmonies too, with the two chicks singing, it's pretty good as far as that goes. You get the singing's good, the production was good.
It sounds good with headphones.
Really good with headphones. That's how I listen to it.
That I haven't done.
Yeah, production, you really get to like hear every little thing. It's nice with headphones. Good experience. So there's some albums where it's just can't listen to them without because it's just like kind of like ruins the experience. Like you don't get to take in everything that they did to it.
A whole different game when you hear it. It's like what I listen to the backup vocal.
Yeah.
And I hear the other voices and it's like, oh shit.
And you hear that good with the headphones, it like, which I just found out. I guess the other backing vocalist was the keyboardist.
Okay.
I guess she had passed away quite a few years ago from cancer.
Oh, wow.
She was the hot one of the band. The hot blonde.
Well, you think about it, this album's almost 30 years old?
Yeah. Well, 96, that would be 27 years old.
Guys, I cut my finger. I'll be right back.
Oh, God.
I cut my finger with my pocket knife. I'll be right back.
You're playing a knife?
You don't play with knives while we're on live.
I'm always playing with my little pocket knife, and look, I'm dripping blood.
Jeez. I remember my first time.
I'll be right back.
Oh, God.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Terrible.
Have to get him a cutting glove.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about this album other than the name prior to listening to it. I don't remember the song, the single. I'm probably more familiar with who the band is named after than anything.
I pretty much only knew the song "Naked Eye," and they had that other single they had a video of. I remember watching that video, but that's it.
Yeah, I had no idea on this one. This one was completely new.
I mean, it's definitely a 90s album.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a 90s album. The keyboardist passed away in April
this year.
Oh, wow. So it was. I thought it was further back.
Yeah,
she was 59.
Yep. Complications of several years long battle with cancer.
So I guess that kind of put them on a permanent hiatus, I guess, if they already weren't on one.
Yeah. Well, one of the members had left. Let me go to their page. Had left in '99.
I think one or some of them worked on when they broke up or kind of left. They went and did like soundtracks and
yeah. Goodwill Hunting was mentioned here.
How many albums did they have?
3, I believe, right?
3, and then they released 2 albums a week apart in 2013, and I believe the second, the latter of the 2 was a children's album. 4, I guess, technically. And then they had an EP to start. The first 3 albums all cracked the top 200. The first album reached number 2 on the whatever US Heat is, Heat Seekers chart. So that's pretty cool.
I did also hear that Jill Knuff, the singer slash co-founder of the band, wrote "Naked Eye" after I guess a breakup with a boyfriend. I guess it was a breakup, and then I guess she later on ended up marrying the guy. But this was she wrote the "Naked Eye" song while in or just after their relationship. And fun fact for you,
A lot of these songs you could tell were from the female perspective, and they're a lot different than other, like Mood Swing.
oh yeah,
It's totally a chick album, but the beats and they work, man. I like this album a lot. I hadn't heard it in years, but the beats and the groove and all that, it works for me. There's only like maybe 2 songs that I'll pass by, but the other ones are fine. There's some that I like a lot.
I just noticed that Emmylou Harris did backing vocals on 3 of the tracks.
yes, I forgot to mention that. Sorry.
Emmylou Harris is well-known as a well-known country singer.
Damn, Jim, you did your homework, son. I love it.
Not really.
Oh no, it sounds like you did. and I gotta say, that red shirt with your D&D hat goes perfect.
I had to sync it up tonight.
Yeah, man, it looks really good. It's a good look. I like it.
Thank you. I've been getting back into Daredevil.
You look good. You look good too, Don. I don't want you to feel like that. I like that Marvel. What shirt is that?
That's the one from that Wellsboro Comic Con.
Ah, nice. Look like a comic. Nice.
I have to be honest. I couldn't get into this album.
It's okay.
I just
neither.
couldn't. It didn't have the teeth to sink into me, even for relaxation. It
relaxed me. It relaxed me. I couldn't get into it either, but it relaxed me. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it by no means.
Which one did you like better, this one or Porno for Pyros?
This one.
Porno for Pyros.
Oh, so you're more Porno? I think this is a better album.
I do too. You can get more out of this album than Porno.
Yeah. This one I think has the grooves are better. But I can see it's not a rocking album. It's a chill, laid back album. But the grooves are good. They're not bad songs. But it's not something that's like, oh, have you heard the new freaking this Jackson album? It's not that. Not that at all.
Because this album sounded like one 40-minute song.
It's like, yeah.
That's how I felt.
In a bad way, though.
There's no blip that goes up or anything. There's a couple blips. Yeah, there's like 2 blips that go down. Those real slow, but the rest is everything.
Absolutely.
I get it. You got a thing against girl bands, Don.
No, I don't.
Well, then name one you like.
Name one. Just one.
The Judds.
No, it's all right, dude. I just
The
wanted to hear,
Runaways,
Runaways, yeah, that's all I was gonna say.
Joan Jett.
I just wanted to hear this album again because it's been years since I've heard it. So I said that's why I picked those two albums. Can we see the cover, Donnie?
It's kind of odd.
Yeah,
I thought.
almost like graffiti, right?
Yeah. Almost like they're in a subway or something.
What
Callie won last night on Biggie's channel. And what were they? They were battling out with second appearances. I was watching from the shadows. Yeah, that's very New York.
I don't know if it's like a store, like a storefront they're in front of or something.
Yeah, looks like it.
Something's on special, a monthly rate.
12 hours special.
$112.95 monthly rate available. Yeah, definitely screens 90s. You know, it got the 90s. I guess a lot of chicks in the 90s had like the pixie cut.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Sarah McLachlan? What was it? Lilith Fair and all that? I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, I like this album a lot. I get why you guys don't get into it or didn't get it, but I really.
It's a chill album, man. If I wanted to chill and I was by myself, I would put this on and chill.
I would put this on like if you're hanging out with your wife and it's something that's, get to her or something.
A glass of wine, a beer.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
Arm around her like this and just talking about your day. Man, I had a great day today.
Can I be honest? My wife would have said, "What the fuck are we listening to?"
What does your wife listen to, Donnie?
Nickelback, Backstreet Boys.
Wait a second. But that's like two extremes right there.
So you can say the feeling's mutual.
Like my wife could listen to this. Oh, my wife. Yeah. What is your wife like, Jim?
She likes Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac, Pat Benatar, Journey, Cyndi Lauper.
Oh my God! She likes Journey, and you're still married?
Wow. I know. There's some battles you just can't fight,
Good man.
This is on
your battles.
Yeah.
It's a cool cover. Back to the cover though. I think it's a cool cover. I like it.
I agree.
Personally, if it was me making the cover, I probably would have had less of like a regular photograph as your picture. I would have maybe put that on the back of the album and had something else maybe.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Because that looks like a back of the album type photo.
Yeah.
I can see that. I would have more graffiti and none of them, right? And have them
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I think it'd be better if they just went collage all the way and just cut them out of the picture and have another back and just paste them on something else.
Yeah. Because that looks like what they tried to do, or they did.
They picked a lame background.
Because Luscious Jackson, it's on a piece of paper by itself, and then the picture was added underneath it, like digitally.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, that's more. The girls on the front should have been on the back.
But I guess maybe that's what they're going for. They're wanting to tell everybody right up front, hey, this is an all girl band.
Are you able to find the back of the album? Because I'm kind of interested in seeing that.
Let's see.
But the color choices I like too.
have any favorite or least favorite songs? Or they're all
Well, my favorite's Naked Eye. I mean, that's really the only song that I knew of and I was aware of, and that's really the only song that has a real strong hook to it. You know, you catch yourself singing that thing after you listen.
I like a lot of songs.
The green is the back cover.
The green is the back cover.
Yeah, this
Yellow.
part here.
Oh, okay. See, that's not a bad back cover.
No.
I like it. I actually like it better with like the sticker thing on the front, like the traffic sign. That works really well on the front.
Mid-price. That's just a store sticker.
Yeah, but if it's like a traffic sign, that would work well.
Yeah, if you would have had a yield sign or some sort of traffic sign on there, that would have been kind of cool.
And it fits well.
The back picture does look good. They could have just left the back picture on there too. See the second one to the left, that's Kate. She was in the Beastie Boys.
Okay.
And then the third girl, she's the one that just passed away. She was the keyboardist. And then the girl all the way to the right was the lead singer, I believe. And then first girl's on the bass.
I like this album. I like it. Give me 1 second. I want to hear this. I just don't, dude. I'm horrible with remembering what song is which. So I'm gonna myself for a minute.
I got to get multiple screens like you guys.
I don't have my second screen anymore.
All sophisticated like.
Skylar stole my second screen because her laptop needs worked on.
Turn your mic on if you're talking.
Under Your Skin is one of my favorite songs.
That was the other single, I believe, because
that wasn't too bad.
That song has a good hook.
That one's all right. That's the other one they made the video for.
Mood Swing I like. Electric, that's the one I really didn't like. I think that was the down, one of the lower on the spectrum.
I was fading out towards the end of this album, and it was just like I couldn't even focus.
Which one did you like? Electric?
No, I didn't like.
Mood Swing. That's the one I like.
I like Mood Swing. I like Under Your Skin. I do not like Electric.
Electric and Take a Ride. Those two are right next to each other, and they just like skip both of them.
The other one I really like is Why Do I Lie? I really like that one. Those three. Mood Swing, Under Your Skin, and Why Would I Lie, I think are the best songs, and Naked Eye. And all the other ones are like, okay, they're not bad. Electric, I do not like. I do not like Electric.
Yeah, that song's just kind of like all over the place.
Yeah. Look, my opinion is, I like it. It's a bad album. I could put it on and just let it roll. I have to skip too many songs, and it's not like, it's not cringe. I think they did a good job. Donnie?
What?
Ain't no Devo. I know that.
Yeah, that's right. Ain't no Devo.
Did you see
I think I listened to the Devo album before I listened to this album after our last show.
Did you see I don't know if you looked on Instagram today, Unruly put in his Heavy Metal 1. He's posted that again. Did you see it? He used the Devo song "Working in a Coal Mine." Have you heard that song?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you gotta watch. Look, it's a perfect song for that album cover.
Okay.
It's a Devo song called "Working in." You haven't heard that one?
Yeah.
It's a perfect song for that. See the robot. It looks like it's. I thought it was perfect. Have you delved more into your Devo or?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Good. That was the highlight of our last show. Was you getting into Devo?
My next jump in after I complete my Devo discography, I'm gonna switch to go to the Talking Heads.
I got into them a few months back. I think I'm going on I've never done karaoke, right? I've never had the balls because I can't sing, dude. I sing kind of like Luscious Jackson's album. Everything is the same, you know. My wife is like, you don't go up, you don't. It's just like you're. Anyway, we're going on a cruise next year, and I'm practicing because I think I could pull this one off, and I'm gonna try to get some moves.
What song are you gonna do?
Yeah, and I know I'm gonna be drunk this cruise. I'm gonna try to do Psycho Killer. I think I could pull it off, bro.
Go up on stage and do the whole Pink Floyd album, start to finish on karaoke.
You know, do something crazy when that happens and all that shit. But I think I'm gonna practice. I got got like 6 months to get my act together.
Make sure your wife videos that.
Yeah.
So we can see.
And I've never had the balls to go up and karaoke. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know if you. But I'm gonna try to practice, and we're also practicing. We started this over the summer. We're gonna try to do "Staying Alive." They got like videos for the Bee Gees doing "Staying Alive" and Saturday Night Fever, where they got the steps and all that. So we've been practicing that shit too. Whatever, bro. When you get old, you gotta find shit to fucking.
Hey, I feel you. I feel you.
Okay, I kind of went off the rails. Okay, so for me, it's a heat of this. For Jim, it's a this. For Little Boat, it's a this.
It's about like a that. It's like in between.
So I'm like this. You're more down. You're
Nice.
all right. We don't even have to go to the wheel tonight, huh? We don't even have to go to the wheel tonight.
Nope.
Unfortunately.
Last one is my selection.
House of Pain.
We're gonna try to get it in before Christmas, before the year ends, right?
I was hoping to.
Good. Yeah. Then we'll start over. Then we'll start anew. Maybe, depending on the dawn.
The Dawn.
Don Corleone.
Okay, I got questions. Let's see. This is.
You got questions. We got answers.
Donnie, favorite Rush song. One song. This is only going to be one song.
Oof. Favorite Rush song. God damn. Anthem.
I heard that song.
Anthem.
I don't know. I don't think I know that.
It's off of Fly By Night. Another fantastic song.
I love Fly By Night. I was listening to that. Actually. Favorite Misfits song.
London Dungeon.
I don't know none of these. Oh,
Yeah.
favorite the Ramon song. Favorite Ramon song.
Ooh. Well, I gotta go in my thinking stage.
One song. All you gotta do is pick one song from your band.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
Ooh. Hold on.
That's a tough one.
They got like 13 albums. I'm trying to think.
I can't go wrong with Blitzkrieg Bop, but I haven't heard all their albums. So
See, for Rush, I would Tom Sawyer.
I gotta look this up.
Tom Sawyer's are
It's not that technical.
Sorry.
Tom Sawyer's just too overplayed.
it is, but I still think it's their best song.
I'll say California Sun. That's the one I'll choose. I think it's their best cover.
Isn't it funny we don't pick favorite? You know, like the Rush. Pick a song. Okay, the reason I'm asking you this is because, like, you know, at the end of the year, you start getting what you listen to the most and your favorite acts and all this shit. And one of the songs that I said that I played the most was this song by James Addiction called "Then She Did," right? And it's on Ritual. It's on the Ritual album, and it's just a beat song. It's never got and that song I could listen to it on repeat, and I just thought that was funny because we don't go for that main song. Like I know Bo. If I ask him his favorite Journey, he's gonna say "Don't Stop Believing," right? And that's what people think, but you know, it might be for Journey, for your wife, and for Steve. Steve's favorite Journey song is "Stone in Love," and that's a song that freaking rocks, but it never got big. And it's just funny that's the way it is. Did you guys get those lists where they told you like what you listen to the most, like the genre?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. I got that whole shit is wrong because I got that list and it showed me my favorite albums, bro. Snow was like my second. It came up as my second favorite album. I'm like, I listened to that twice.
Yeah.
How did that happen? You know, so I don't know. But my top 5 acts was Radiohead. I think Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, Pink Floyd, and Jane's Addiction. Those were my first. And my number 1 genre was rock.
I didn't get one of those lists.
No?
I don't have Spotify for one.
I listen to almost everything on YouTube.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, they didn't send me none of that.
The one that
Most of my music listening is through CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
on Spotify, it gives you like what artists you listen to the most and how many minutes you listen to them.
I got that too.
This year, I listened to the Misfits the most because the concert. I was so excited. I want you to guess like a.
I had to ask my nephew what that trend was.
Yeah,
He
I listened
explained
to the Misfits for 5,000 hours, 3 days straight,
5,000 hours?
or 5,000 minutes.
Minutes, right?
Yeah, 3 days straight.
I think Radiohead. Wait a minute. See if I can find this. Radiohead for me.
Oh, God.
Let's see if I can find it. And I had it ready to see it. No, I don't. Of course, no, I don't. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, the top 5 was Misfits, Black Flag, Distillers, Dead Candies, and Descendants. It's pretty straightforward.
I didn't get one.
I listened to the Dead Kennedys today.
I've never listened to that. What kind of? That's like punk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we do another
California, Uber Alice.
Uber Alice, California.
Well, I don't think this thing is completely accurate. Wow. It says I listened to 183 different artists. Yeah. Oh no. See, Pink Floyd's not even on my list. It's the Rolling Stones, and I know I listened to Pink Floyd a ton. I listened to Radiohead for 20 hours and 66 songs.
Jeez.
That a lot?
I wish I could remember my buddy at work. He's a big Bob Marley fan. He listened to like 55,000 Bob Marley songs for like 500 hours or something stupid,
Jeez.
something insane. I tried looking for it on his story, see if it was still up there to show you guys. It was impressive.
I don't think this shit's completely accurate either. You know, I don't know.
If YouTube sent me one, I must have deleted it
I don't think it's completely accurate.
because I didn't really care.
It's not completely accurate, man, because Pink Floyd's not in my top 5. And I listen to Pink Floyd. I get on these Pink Floyd shit for like a month at a time, and I just listen to the albums. Even when I'm not into them, I just put it on. You know, it's like, oh shit, I haven't heard this in a month, and I'll just let it play for whatever. I'm surprised the Rolling Stones came. All right, what other questions can I ask?
I don't know.
Favorite album that we've done this season?
This year?
Devo, freedom of choice.
Yeah. I'd probably say Devo as well.
I think my favorite album might be the one that's coming up next.
What is it?
The one that's coming up next time.
Okay.
I think that album is really freaking good.
I agree.
I'm gonna say Devo as well.
I am surprised. I'm surprised and happy at the same time. You guys did Devo. I never would have thought that in a million years. You guys did like it. That's awesome.
Talking Heads is next.
You're gonna like the Talking Heads, bro.
Yeah, I listened to some of them this week.
I think you're gonna like them. I know I got into them a month ago, and I never really was into them. And you could,
Yeah, Remaining Light's a pretty good album. I have that.
I've been meaning to watch the Stop Making Sense video.
Yeah.
I started watching that. Pretty badass.
You should watch, because that's like the all-time music performance ever.
I believe it's a Martin Scorsese film.
I think so.
Yeah.
Got it on Blu-ray.
That was when I first started listening to him. That was what my brother-in-law recommended, was the Stop Making Sense, because it was like the best retrospective, I guess, on their career.
Yeah, because it's literally like he comes on stage by himself, and the next song they get the bass player there. For the third song, they get the drummer, and it just keeps building up. They add more and more people to the stage, just full. It's like the
Interesting.
She's fantastic too.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing the low end.
Well, he's married to the guy, right? One to the other one. Are they a couple or?
I can't remember the guitarist.
Yeah, I think two of them went and made the Tom Tom Club. They left it,
Yeah.
and they did the Tom Tom Club, and they got one of the most sampled beats, classic. Pretty much everybody knows that beat, and it's from the beat from Genius of Love. I don't know if you guys know that. You guys know that song? You don't know, but you know. Look up Genius of Love, and it's like, oh shit. And so many hip hop, I mean, Mariah Carey, so many people have sampled that beat, and it's just a classic freaking bass line. So good. Oh, you're gonna like they're like LCD sound systems. Remember we talked about LCD sound systems?
Yeah.
So you know what we should do? We should go. We should share the screen and look at all these other people's options. on. But we'll do that often. I'm kidding.
All right. When do we want to do next week? 2 weeks from now?
I could do next week if you guys want. That way we can get away from Christmas. The following weekend is
Yeah.
Christmas. So if you
Yeah.
guys are down with me, I'm down.
I'm fine with whatever. Next week?
Next
Yeah.
week.
Okay.
That way we get Christmas, New Year's, and we don't have to work.
Sounds good.
And we're done. And then next year, what are we doing next year? Only chick albums, right, Donnie? Is that what the thing's gonna be? Chick groups. Yeah. We're gonna do jazz. We're gonna do jazz albums.
Jazz.
Kind of Blue. We're gonna
Bitches Brew.
Bitches Brew. We're gonna do like this stuff. We're gonna do some Coltrane. Yeah, and we're gonna break it down like nobody's ever broken it down. Well, we're only gonna do rap albums, hip hop, the history of hip hop.
Very fun.
We'll just start, we'll do the 90s hip hop and then we'll transition. Oh, this is the question I had. This is a question I had. This is the question I had. Like, when was the last rock album that came out that really got people that blew up? Like, I remember, there was a lot of, but Nirvana's, Nevermind came out, it was, blew up. Guns N' Roses, when, Appetite for Destruction, it was like, oh my God, this is, everybody was listening to it. It was on, the videos. What's the last rock album that's come out that did that?
I would probably, the closest thing that I would say or would assume would probably be the Foo Fighters.
Which album?
I don't know.
That's a good one.
But they're still, relevant.
That's not a bad way. That's not when Green Day's first album came out. That was everywhere, right?
That was their third album.
Yeah, that was the third album. Dookie.
It was, what's it called? What was that album called?
Dookie.
Was that as big as that was everywhere? In the last 20
that
years,
was probably around 93, 94,
Yeah,
90.
Definitely stuff more recent than that.
Yeah, you had stuff after that, I would think.
Yeah, that blew up. I mean, I want to say Slipknot had, but I don't know as far as blowing up.
Yeah, I don't know any Slipknot songs, so I can't say that one. Foo Fighters is a good one, but I don't even know if Foo Fighters is Foo Fighters. Is it at the level of like Nevermind or Appetite for Destruction?
No, I don't.
No,
I can't say that it is, because all those albums, like, they changed the music at the time, and there's nothing that has really changed. I mean, Foo Fighters. Reason I say Foo Fighters is because they're a rock band and they're playing stadiums and stuff.
Yeah.
They're still relevant. They still have a huge following, and they have a lot of great songs.
But what's the last album? Is it Nevermind the last rock album that's done that? That's considered rock or in that same, it's alternative or whatever you want to call it, or grunge or whatever. But is that the last album that did that?
I don't know. What about Pearl Jam 10 or?
Was at the same time as that?
Same time, Alice in Chains, the whole grunge thing. Those.
But when you think grunge, you think about. I can't think of one. That's why I thought of this question to ask you that.
I just think I'm trying to think of bands that may not be at that level, but may have been close or similar, like Five Finger Death Punch.
Like I talk to my kids and they bring up like Chemical Romance or Blink 182 but
That's more recent.
yeah, but I still don't put that in the same.
What
Yeah.
about Rancid?
They blew up. Warped Tour and all that. All those Warped Tour bands.
Yeah.
Out
Like
come the
Pennywise
wolves.
and
Out
stuff.
come the wolves. They blew up.
I don't know. I can't. You mentioned Nickelback earlier.
Nickelback.
When they came out,
They're
they,
freaking
Creed,
yeah.
but they didn't really change. But they were
They not
everywhere.
as far as changing genres or anything like that. No.
There's two rock bands that do that.
Yeah, Korn and Pantera, like Biggie Shack said.
Yeah.
Pantera is my sweet spot.
I don't know. I don't know.
Pantera kind of helped change the metal scene.
Metallica changed the metal scene, in my opinion.
Metallica like changed heavy metal like 1982, 1984.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is this? That was in the 80s. Black Sabbath would be there, but that was in the 70s. That one would be in the 70s. The Beatles and the Stones in the 60s.
Elvis in the 50s.
Each decade.
Elvis in the 50s, but they're really, you can't say there's one in the 2000s from 2000 on.
Because music sucks now.
It's just changed.
I don't think music sucks now. You just gotta know where to find it. That's all.
I
You can find it. There are.
It's always been that way, but it's the mainstream.
Yeah,
music
mainstream. Stinky.
yeah, I totally agree with that. But yeah, it's the mainstream. It's not rock anymore at all.
It's the shit they're cramming down our faces.
The average person ain't gonna take the time to look for something new.
All right, that was another question that came up that I couldn't think of one.
Yeah, it's a good one. I can't really think of anybody either.
Nirvana might be the last big one that took over.
I mentioned this with somebody at work, and I think the 90s was the last decade of great music. Like, a lot of stuff was going on in the 90s. And it just seems like the 2000s of anything music is just forgettable.
Yeah.
Would
There's
you,
individual songs that are good, but not.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say though?
would you consider Sublime to be like one of them last ones? Because that was after Nirvana.
Yeah.
And that blew up.
What about now? I'm throwing something at the wall just to see if it sticks. What about Rammstein?
Yeah, I would say Rammstein, for them being a foreign band to make the international impact that they did.
Yeah,
absolutely. I would say definitely Rammstein. That was 90s too.
It put the world's eyes on that genre too. That industrial.
Yeah, that was late 90s.
I would put. I think Sublime is a pretty damn good one. But
I was talking with the guy at work about the whole going back to the Foo Fighters thing. Is like there hasn't been anybody that was in a band like backing, like the backing, like Dave Grohl, like playing drums, that has become as successful as he has.
Oh yeah.
How many successful drummers can you think of?
Well, I mean, you got like Phil Collins and Don Henley and stuff like that, but if you really step back and look, they never got to like Foo Fighter status.
What he's done is pretty freaking, what a career.
He is like
two bands.
he has made a marketing like empire. You know, he has his foot in everything. He's done everything with everybody. You know, and he's still excelling. You know, and he's still got a lot of years left in him.
And he looks like he's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I think that helps.
they say this. They say the guy I work with, went to Texas to see him at a festival, and he says it was probably one of the best shows he's seen, as far as, especially of the entire festival.
Dude, the way he come across, you never really know, but the way he comes across, and you see how people, he seems like it's never gone to his head, bro, and that says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he looks like we could just hang, and he wouldn't treat anybody.
Yeah, he's real humbled.
He's real.
Yeah.
He does shit, he's still, but still hear him mention his mom and shit like that, and it's like, yeah, I hold the role way up there. Just humble, good all around guy.
It's hard to think that he was a drummer for a band, and then became. I mean, he literally has eased his way into being like a musical icon of the 2000s.
100%. He might be the biggest one. When you think about that. Okay. Anyway, those were questions I had. Give me another. I could think of more stupid questions. Maybe put one up. Best decades. He thinks it's the 60s for music.
Yeah, I would say 50s or 60s myself.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, when you think about the foundational influence, everything that's now was built in the 50s and 60s. So, that range from 55 to 65 right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one's your favorite then?
I would probably go 50s. Just because I like all the doo-wops, I like the Elvis, and I like the 50s country.
Dude, it's hard, bro.
Even the 50s blues, Well, the 60s got good blues, too.
Dude, I love the 70s.
I think 80s just because how many new genres were coming out.
I would say the 70s, from the 50s to the 90s, the 70s would probably be my least favorite.
Yeah, he's got a lot of.
Dude, I love the 70s.
A lot of filler.
I love the 80s. I love the
too.
Bro. I love the 90s. It's hard, bro.
For every 10 good rock bands in the 70s, there's about 500 crap ones.
Yeah, bro, but those 10 are
amazing. Yeah. Let's name some of them. Led Zeppelin, they're 60s, but Black Sabbath, Judas Priest.
Technically, weren't they 60s too?
See, but okay, 70s. Zeppelin, Sabbath, Floyd,
Deep Purple.
Yeah,
Deep Purple. AC/DC.
Yeah, the Ramones.
Judas Priest, Motorhead.
Actually, I'll change mine. I'll change mine to the 80s.
Rush. The 80s.
80s, you had punk.
The Misfits, Black Flag, Minor Threat, Bad Brains,
metal,
Smoke,
new wave.
Yeah, I'll change mine to the 80s.
Yeah, but then you go to the 90s, bro. You got Jane's Addiction, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nirvana, and then you throw in Biggie, and you throw in Tupac, and you throw. Oh my God! It's those 3 decades for me: 70s, 80s, and 90s. I am so happy I was alive during that time. It's like I'm not trying to gush, but dude, I wouldn't change a thing.
I would have liked to have been a record store owner during that period.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have been your age in the 80s. I could have went and seen some good hardcore punk shows.
Dude, it's like,
Punk, Maiden, Motorhead, Megadeth,
dude,
Metallica.
made it.
Slayer.
Journey.
Yeah,
Journey,
I
bro.
want to change my answer back to the 50s.
Let's go back to the 70s. The Eagles.
Yeah.
Boom.
CCR.
The Eagles. CCR.
CCR, greatest band of the 70s.
The Beatles. The Stones. Cream. Van Morrison. Neil Young. I know you're a big Neil Young too. I've been listening. That's what I've been into this past week. I've been listening to.
How do
Neil
you
Young.
do it? How do
Dude,
you,
How do you do it?
I love Neil Young, dude. He's
really?
great. I like Neil Young a lot. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Love them. So good.
I don't think there's ever been a musical as many genres come up in the 80s than any other.
Yeah, the 80s was a hot spot. Then you had Michael Jackson, The Police, Bruce, Madonna.
Yeah, especially that period from like 79 to 84.
Those 5 years, perfect. Those 5 years might be the best 5 years. Crazy.
I
All
agree.
the shit that was coming out.
I
Classic.
agree.
But then I know you guys have seen this where there's like a 4 or 5 month period, and it was like Metallica's Black, Pearl Jam's 10,
Yeah,
Nirvana,
all
Red Hot
within 44 days of each other.
in like a month's time. Yeah, it's not even 5 months, 44 days or something like that. Dude, it's like, give me a chance. I'm still listening to this, you know? And then we're throwing that out. But
That
then
was
you
the 90s, man.
but then you think about that 80s period, and it's synchronicity. Prince, 1999, or Prince. What was the album?
Sign of the Times.
Purple Rain,
Oh, Purple Rain, yeah.
Thriller, Synchronicity, Born in the USA, Madonna's The Immaculate, whatever her album. I forget what it was. And I know I'm missing somebody. Those were like bam,
Kill
bam,
them
bam,
all.
bam, bam.
Rain.
Yeah, Kill Them
Yeah.
All. Master of Puppets was in there too. Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast. It was a crazy time, dude. It was okay, I'm getting excited. I'm sorry. It was just a crazy time. I love music. I love
For
music.
sure.
Fucking love music. My wife doesn't like music, man. I just have music playing all the time. I don't know how she. Prince did Batman, yeah.
Mhm.
Nice. You guys ask questions. I don't like to ask questions. Well, you got Drake and you got Taylor Swift.
Post Malone.
I like Post Malone, dude. I like Post Malone. I'm a Post Malone fan.
I like to meet Post Malone. He seems so
I
nice.
like him more as a person than
Yeah. That's
He
how I
seems
am.
fuck, dude. He looks down as fuck.
he looks cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
remember
definitely seems like he's got a large heart too, like a
Yeah.
heart of gold, you know.
I heard stories of him of like when he moved into like a neighborhood, he went down and knocked on every person's door and like invited them to like a barbecue, like to introduce himself.
Dude, I like him a lot. Yeah, and you're right. I think I like him as a person more than the music. Definitely.
What's his involvement with that Raising Cane's? Who
you talking about? Post Malone?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, and he's a rock fan too. Remember during the pandemic, he dressed up and
Yeah.
He did Alice in Chains cover. I've seen videos where he went into like a guitar store playing
He's a pretty good guitar player too.
grunge music, and I've recently seen him perform with some country singer. He went up on stage in cowboy boots and hat, and he killed it too, man. He knocked it out of the park. He sounded good. So I have a feeling he's gonna at some point. I think he's gonna transition into the country.
Well,
because country's kind of not country no more.
if I'm not mistaken, he actually started doing country music. That's how he got his start and everything.
I like. Who's Oliver Tree?
I don't know.
I don't know who he is, Biggie. Let us know. But yeah, I don't know. I think for me, it's almost impossible to, damn near impossible to pick a freaking decade. So much good music.
For sure. I definitely changed mine in the 80s.
Yeah. I don't know who he is. Alien Boy?
The thing about the 80s, bro, there was just so many bands and so many different kind of music, and that was the one hit wonder. You had the big mega stars, and then you had the one hit wonders.
Well, the 90s had their fair share of one hit wonders, probably more than the 80s, I would think.
I feel like the 80s was such a diverse decade because you had Michael Jackson self-titled and Napalm Death self-titled in the same decade.
It was. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, everything, the music and the movies in the 80s were probably the best decade of movies, too, the 80s. You know, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters,
Thing.
Terminator, Thing,
Predator.
Yeah, Predator. I mean, there were so many good movies.
The Rocky films. Dude,
all the fucking John Candy movies.
Four came out.
I saw 4 in the theater,
and it was nuts. I mean, it was the Indiana Jones, Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah. Star Wars.
Yeah, Road Warrior.
Yeah, the Mad Max trilogy.
Tina Turner.
Yeah. My wife loves Tina Turner. Stevie Nicks and Tina Turner are her like all-time 2 favorite singers.
Nothing wrong with that. No argument here. Wham!
Menudo.
Oh, see, I never was
on the block.
No, but I did like Wham. I do like Boy George. Not Boy. Oh yeah, Boy George.
Culture Club.
Coming out of the closet,
dude. I'm out, dude. I love all that shit, bro. Dude, I love all that stuff, dude. I'm a big George Michael fan. I thought he was great.
He's got good music. I ain't gonna doubt that. He's got some good stuff. Now he's a situation that I like his music more than him as a person.
I like his music, George, but Culture Club, dude. When I'm a Chameleon comes on the radio, how can you not sing? Although I was singing that the other day, and my wife is like, I never knew those were the words. She was singing something completely different. I was like, yeah, bro. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. And she was singing something completely different. I know you don't know that song, but you do.
I know it.
Can't help but sing it. Oh, look, he'll play Oliver later on his channel. I don't know who he is. All right, I'm sorry. You want me to come up with more questions?
Do it.
Can you?
All right. Does it got to stay to music, or can I do like movies since you guys brought up movies?
Anything you want. You're the question master.
Favorite Arnold movie?
Arnold movie?
Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Arnold.
I'm gonna say mine. I'm gonna say Predator. I think Predator. I could stop on that movie every time.
Yeah.
Damn, that's rough. That's hard. Yeah, I'd say Predator too.
I'm like blanking. It's weird. All I'm thinking of is Last Action Hero. That's all I'm picturing.
You can go all the way.
It's a good movie. I saw that.
That is a good Arnold film.
Twins.
I'm gonna go with Conan the Barbarian.
Oh God, you might. You know what?
I was gonna say that, but I think I like Predator even a little more.
Predator's so iconic.
I think Predator is a better movie, but yeah, Conan's got to be my second favorite. Yeah, Conan is right there. I didn't even think of Conan. That's an excellent pick.
Predator is like the monster movie of the 80s.
Yeah.
Total Recall is good.
Yeah, but it's not.
Total Recall.
Terminator 2. I like Terminator 2.
Terminator 1, but I still got Predator ahead. I think that's his best one. As a movie, overall movie, for me, it's Predator.
Yeah.
Commando.
I didn't like the first Terminator.
I like 2 better.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 was.
I saw 2 in the theater too.
2 was a big deal, man, with the freaking Guns N' Roses soundtrack and the song. That was huge.
Commando is one I've never seen. I got to see
Commando, I used to love that when I was a kid. I used to love Commando.
It's cheesy.
Sully.
That's one where he's got like the giant rocket launcher.
Oh, True Lies is not bad either.
Yeah, True Lies.
What's the line from Commando? Sully, remember when I told you I'd kill you last?
Yeah.
I lied.
I lied.
He's holding it from his leg over a building, and he lets go of the leg, bro. He's holding a man like this.
I lied. I forgot about that.
It's too good, bro. It's so over the top. Okay, best Sylvester Stallone film.
That's Stallone.
Oh, Rocky. I'll go Rocky.
1.
Ooh. I don't know, man. That's rough. I'd say Rocky.
The first one
2.
won an Oscar.
Yeah, I would say either Rocky 2 or Rocky 3. I like those. Those are like my top.
I like Rocky 2 a lot, dude. I like Rocky 2 a lot.
His character evolved more by the time 2 came in, so I would say probably 2. Because in the first one, you know, they weren't sure they were going to make all the other ones after that. So his character was like more like dumb, you know.
Oh yeah, he was an imbecile. But how cool that they did that film, not knowing what it was going to be and all that, and they made him lose. You know, that took balls. You know, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Demolition Man.
First Blood.
Yeah, First Blood's what I was going to say.
I would. Oh man, First Blood or Rocky?
My favorite
First
Stallone movie.
Shit.
First Blood. Yeah.
I'm gonna
From
say
Up the Train.
Judge Dredd. That's my favorite
On the Train.
Stallone film.
Judge Dredd. Dude, you know what?
I am the law.
I think
First Blood.
Demolition Man.
First Blood.
They drew First Blood, not me.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
First Blood, dude. First Blood. I'll still stop on First Blood whenever it's on. And especially if I catch it at the beginning where you start, you know, see him just walking.
Before he gets arrested.
Yeah, when Brian Denny he gets up to him, yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I love Demolition Man too.
That's excellent.
Demolition Man's great.
All right.
Stallone had way more better movies than Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold had a lot more cheesy.
Was Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man?
Yes.
Okay.
Girl, he Phoenix. What was his name? Something. Simon Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix.
Cobra's also pretty.
Yeah, Cobra's good.
That's like the quintessential 80s.
Oh, I forgot about Cobra.
Have you guys ever watched Nighthawks?
I have, but it was like in the 90s.
It's a Rambo I'm not a Rambo. It's a Stallone film with Rutger Hauer, I believe.
Over the Top's good too. Sorry to cut you off.
I just turned into a different person.
It's like a switch. It's like a switch. I really need that truck. I need to win that truck. Terry Funk's in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was actually pretty good to me. All right, what other actor? Van Damme. I think it's for me. It's
Street Fighter, easy.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. Definitely. The little monkey guy.
Yeah.
I got one. How about Gene Hackman?
Oh, well, I know which one's your favorite. I'm just gonna go. I'm not even going out on a limb. I'm gonna name your favorite Gene Hackman's movie. Birdcage.
That's his. Close.
Dude, I love Birdcage. I thought it was great.
Did you say Birdcage?
Birdcage. That's Jim's favorite. Gene Hackman, dude. Atticor Spartacus, right? Atticor Spartacus. Atticor Spartacus. No. Atticor. Okay, Gene Hackman. Dude, I got to go with French Connection.
Me too. Yep. French Connection.
I would have to say,
I don't even know.
He's got a lot of good movies.
wasn't he in The Hunt for Red October?
No.
No. No, it was Connery.
That was Baldwin and Connery.
Oh, it was Connery, yes.
Some good is good.
The Hoosiers. That was good.
Ah. Oh, The Replacements.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna stay with French Connection.
Hold on.
What was that other one he did that was up for an auction or an Oscar? The Conversation.
That Conversation's
Yes. Yes. That's one of those
slow ass 70s
Yeah.
film, and you just gotta watch and get into it. You know, and just
I don't want to say quite art house, but it's kind of
it's close.
yeah.
Superman. He was in Superman. He played Lex Luthor.
Crimson Tide.
That was good. That was with Denzel.
Yeah.
That's the submarine film that you would think about. He was good in that too. Did you guys ever watch No Way Out with him? That's with Costner, Kevin Costner, and they're in the Pentagon, and they're
I don't think I've seen that one.
Mm-mm.
Well, Unforgiven's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Unforgiven.
That one's got a nice cast in it.
He plays
Oh, what's the speaking of westerns that he was in? What's the one?
where he's the sheriff too? Doesn't he kill people?
With Russell Crowe.
Yes, and is DiCaprio in that?
Yeah,
And Sharon Stone?
yeah.
What's
the hell's
the
that called? Last Man Standing or something like that?
like that? Something like that. That movie was good.
Hey, I got a question. How many movies are there where bands play themselves other than like the Beatles movies and the Ramones movie?
Spinal Tap.
Singles. Pearl Jam's actually in singles.
Single, okay.
Singles. It's like a grunge film.
But like in the 60s,
Cannibal Corpse and Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets up on stage with them and he's, yeah.
because like the Beatles like had the Hard Day's Night movie. It's just the Beatles.
Reverend
on
Horton.
tour.
Reverend Horton Heat played in Love and 45.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Vanilla Ice, TMNT 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you see that interview that he's saying that Eminem owes him for being such an inspiration?
Jeez.
What the fuck up?
I love that guy.
Yeah, Robert Duvall. That's an amazing actor.
Favorite Duvall film?
What about Rock and Roll High School? Did the Ramones play themselves?
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite cheesy movies.
Donna Summer and the Fish That Saved It. No, thank God it's Friday. Crickets.
I've never seen that one.
So it's a 78, 79 disco film. It's Jeff Goldblum's first film.
Oh, really?
Which film is it?
Thank God it's Friday.
Oh, I thought Death Wish was one of his earliest ones.
That's even before Death Wish, I believe. I could be wrong. It could be one or the other, but I know Thank God It's Friday came out in the 70s. Okay, Duvall.
The Godfather.
Godfather.
I've always liked Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Hey, never mind. Yeah, not Godfather, Apocalypse Now. That's it.
Yeah.
He's on there for freaking what? He plays Kilgore. Colonel Kilgore.
Oh my God, that's one I haven't thought of in a long time. Dennis Weaver in Duel. Did you ever see Duel?
Yeah.
Never saw that one.
Who was what was the character that he played in the what was his cowboy detective in the 70s show?
Yeah, what the hell? My dad used to watch that. What the hell was it called?
What the hell was the name of that?
Cowboy Detective?
Yeah, he was like a cowboy, but it was in modern times, but he was
McCloud.
Like McCloud.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Clint Eastwood. Best movie. Or your favorite Clint Eastwood?
My favorite.
I've not seen enough to pick one.
You could think The Line of Fire, all the spaghetti westerns, Josie Wales,
Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry.
I'm going to go with High Plains Drifter. He had so many damn good movies. One of them was with Robert Duvall, Joe Kidd.
Every Which Way But Loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
For me, it's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, dude. But yeah, High Plains Drifter, Josie Wales. I love Josie Wales.
Oh, Josie Wales.
When he spits on the dog in Josie Wales, bro, and the Indian, and
I would probably say Heartbreak Ridge.
Heartbreak. Oh,
damn
dude,
good movie.
With the big Marine guy or
yeah.
Great scene, dude.
Hey, what about Jack Nicholson? That's like a
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
You know what? I love The Shining, but his best is probably One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
So good.
I do like Batman now.
When he came out as the Joker, it was like, oh my God. It was like, shit. It was.
Yeah, Shining would be my second.
That
one he did with Helen Hunt, was it As Good as It Gets? That was a good movie.
That movie's when he's a psychotic, he has all the little.
He's like a
OCD. Yeah.
OCD or compulsive or something, and he had all these.
He goes to the restaurant, right?
Yep. And he's a homophobe and everything. It's like his character was like.
Yeah,
he played it so well.
Dude, that movie's fantastic, dude.
He won the Oscar for that, didn't he?
I believe so.
He might. I know she did too, right? I think she might have.
I can't remember.
I think she did as well.
Speaking of
yeah,
Oscar,
Easy Rider is one of my personal favorites with him. And he takes a drink of whiskey.
So good. Dude, when he dies in that, it's like, oh. What other actors? Can we think of any other actors? Are there any actors? Favorite DiCaprio film?
Mine
Mine is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's a newer film.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No. That's Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. I've seen it. Dude, I saw it twice in 1 week. It's one of my favorite films. It's so freaking good.
I'm gonna say, I know it might be cheesy for some of you folks, but I'm gonna go Titanic.
He wasn't bad in that. Did you guys ever watch The Beach?
No, there's one movie his I want to see, and I haven't seen it yet, and I'm already 8 years past the fact. But everyone tells me it's a great movie. Is The Revenant?
That's excellent. You would like that. That's an excellent film.
I want to watch that one, and I've been meaning to watch it. I just haven't got around to watching it.
Won the Oscar for that. That's an excellent.
Yeah, it's based off a book, and I guess the book was based off of a true story.
It's based on a true story. Yeah, actually, dude, Biggie just asked this.
Gilbert
Catch
Grape.
me if you can.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
That's good too.
Great movie.
I was going to say that, but as far as performance, I'm going to base it on the one scene in Django where he breaks the glass. He actually cut his fucking hand. So I'm going to go with that one.
That's another one I got to watch.
You've never seen Django?
Everybody's telling me I need to see it. I just haven't got around to watching it.
Fantastic movie.
I watched that film in a packed theater. It was me, my wife, and my daughter, and my bonus son. Bro, I was crying, laughing so hard that I could not stop laughing at that film. That I was like, I'm gonna get my ass in this film.
Marlon Brando. Mine's The Wild Ones. All day long.
Wild Ones.
Love that movie.
I can see that. Your total 50s biker. That's a you film.
It's either going to be it's definitely going to be The Wild Ones, but my second runner is On the Waterfront.
I was just going to say on a waterfront.
Phenomenal movie.
For Brando,
He had some good ones later too.
Yeah, Godfather.
Biggie asked the Superman. I mean, Superman's his favorite, the original, and I gotta agree with him. That's still my favorite.
Yeah.
Best superhero movie?
Superhero, that's still my favorite as well, Biggie.
Best superhero movie.
Batman 89 for me.
Yeah. Oh, I got mine. Ninja Turtles, 1990.
Yeah,
That's the best
that's
one.
mine.
Yeah.
That movie is actually perfect.
Although, I mean, it's not really a superhero movie.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
That is the quintessential superhero movie.
I think Superman, the original, is for me. If not that one, the first Avengers. I think that movie was just like.
I would probably say
buddy.
Meteor Man, really, fool? Meteor Man.
if I had to pick one to watch like all the time, it would probably be X-Men.
That's it. The first one?
Yeah.
When that came out, that was. Oh my god! I couldn't believe there was an.
I don't know. That's a tough one too.
What's like your 5 favorite movies? Mine are kind of weird, interesting.
You know your 5 favorite movies? 5 really favorites?
Yeah, I know most of the 5. I do know my 5 favorite movies.
What are
They're
your
not in
5?
order.
Okay, with 5.
The Ninja Turtles movie, the 1990 one.
Okay.
Back to the Future. I think Evil Dead 2 has to be there. The Transformers, the movie, the 87 one.
Mm.
And last one. Probably like Goonies or something. That's probably my 5 favorites.
Okay. I'll go. You guys ready? You're going to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm going to say The Boondock Saints,
Okay.
Big Lebowski,
Oh, Big Lebowski. Oh,
Back to the Future,
excellent.
I really love the Monster Squad
That's a good one.
and Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Nice.
That's a hard question, isn't it? 5 films.
I think actually.
Donnie, you got yours. If not, I'll go.
Mine is also Boondock Saints, The Breakfast Club,
Oh yeah,
Shawshank Redemption,
yeah.
McClintock,
Oh, John Wayne, I love that one.
and The Big Lebowski.
All right.
Oh god.
I love quotable movies.
All right, I'll go. Shawshank.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shawshank for me. I'll go Shawshank. I'll go Apocalypse Now. I'll go.
Oh, okay, I don't need to change one of my answers.
I'll go. Damn, it's hard, dude. I'll
It
go.
is.
Planes,
I'll go-
Trains, and Automobiles. Nice.
That's a good one.
I'll go The Thing. Alien. Then I'm gonna throw in.
Aliens, that's definitely be up there.
I'm gonna go with the first one though. I really love the one.
I enjoy the first one too.
And my next one, it's almost Christmas. I fucking love this movie. I think it's perfect.
Christmas Vacation.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
I think that movie is perfect.
I would say Christmas Vacation too. That would be on my list.
Yeah.
And I would probably change my Monster Squad to like Saving Private Ryan or something.
Oh my god, there's so many movies though, bro. God.
Empire Strikes Back is like
Oh.
such an amazing film.
Okay. Should we make it top 10?
Okay.
Well, okay. Get to do another 5. So think
We'll have to come back to that one.
Yeah. Movies that
So
we
many
can
good
watch
movies.
all the time. I can watch those 5 movies I can watch any fucking time.
Yeah,
We should probably do this as a stream and just pick like 25.
I would add Ghostbusters to my top 10.
Ghostbusters, yeah.
that's our top 25 films in no order, or this is our top 10.
Order would be too hard. 25 films in order.
Possible, right?
It's like, which is better, Back to the Future or Empire Strikes Back? It's like,
You see, you guys say Back to the Future, but Back to the Future holds such a special place in my heart.
Back to the Future would be number 1 for me.
That's
Which
best trilogy
one?
of all time.
Back to the Future. I think the first one's the best.
Ooh, Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead, I'd say is
See, I
better.
couldn't say. I didn't get to say Evil Dead,
Yeah,
Evil Dead 2.
Waterworld. No, not Waterworld, bro.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. That's got to be on my list.
So many good movies.
I could do one just for horror films.
Maybe we gotta break it down best of this decade.
I have to do it
Or
by
genre. Comedy, drama, horror.
Okay, you guys are into horror. I know that. Top
Big
5
World has to be on mine.
films.
Biggie brought A Christmas Carol up, and I want to know which one he's referring to because there's been so freaking many.
Okay, you guys are the
My
horror guys.
personal favorite is Alistair Sim Scrooge.
Mine's the Muppets.
I like the Bill Murray Scrooge.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Scrooge.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Big is excellent.
Top 5 horror movies.
Top
Texas top 5.
Top 5.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1, Evil Dead 2, Halloween 1, Terrifier 2,
Oh, wow.
and it's kind of cliche if I throw
Toxic
in.
Avenger. That'd be on yours.
No, because it's not the best of all time. I would say it would have to be Nightmare on Elm Street 1.
First one.
That one scared the crap out of me. That was my first nightmare
Elm Street.
when I was a young lad. When that came out, I was kind of forced to watch it.
I was too scared to go watch that in the theaters. My friend came over after he watched it, and I had a nightmare just on what he fucking told me. When he told me about the scene in the alley with his arms, I was like, "What the fuck? Oh my god, no, I don't want to watch that."
Yeah. See, American Werewolf in London, that's like my all-time favorite werewolf movie.
Great movie.
For
I saw that when I was a kid.
28
films, it's Dawn of the Dead or Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the
Not sure which one's better.
What's up, God Tank?
God Tank.
Yeah.
What are you?
The
What are
best.
you?
Silver Bullet. Yep. Silver Bullet, best Stephen King movie.
Silver Bullet is.
That's my favorite Stephen King movie right there.
Okay, so
What about The Howling?
The Howling, dude.
I like Silver Bullet more than The Howling
okay, my five
or
favorite
Werewolf in London.
horror films would be.
I don't know about better than London, but
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my gosh!
okay. So you got your 5.
Man, I
Hold
could.
on.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
not
go
even happy with my
next.
5, even though they're. I felt like I don't know.
You just threw them out. You gotta think about it some more. Okay, right off the bat, The Shining, Alien, and The Thing. Those 3 are my top 3. And my number 1 is The Thing. I think that's my favorite one. Then it gets hard, and I'm just gonna throw out. Dude, I'm gonna throw out Texas Chainsaw, the first one, because it was terrifying to me when I first saw that. It was just terrifying. It looked like a snuff film. Anyway, and my 4th one, Night of the Living Dead, I think is also excellent. The first one.
Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead, or I'm sorry, Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, or any of the George Romero early zombie movies are, they're high up there too.
Yeah. His
good.
crazies.
Dude, what was the name of the one movie?
I completely forgot about what I was gonna say. Like I had like the perfect
What's the
one.
one?
In my
The
skull. Monkey brain. Monkey shines.
Monkey Shines. That one's super good.
Dude, there's so many. 30 Days of Night.
Yeah, that scene with Ben
Pet
Foster
Cemetery.
ordering a raw steak.
Donnie, Little Boat, you got yours?
I literally had it in my skull and I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I gotta like look for it.
Mine's kind of a cliche list because I love slasher films.
That's how mine is.
So it's like no certain order except for the first one. The first one would be Hellraiser, Halloween 2, Friday the 13th Part 1, and Nightmare on Elm Street.
The first one.
Yeah.
So your Dream, what was it? The Dream, what was it? That was the 3rd one, right? Dream, what was it? Warriors? Dream Warriors.
Oh, The Fog is so good.
Donnie, what's your number 5?
Oh, number 5. Probably The Shining. Just that whole the scene in the bathroom when he's talking to that guy, and he's like,
Too many good ones.
Okay, I think I got it.
The one that scares the shit out of me is when he looks down the hallway and the bear goes like that.
yeah.
That scared the shit out of me.
God Tank mentioned one that I haven't seen on forever, Life Force.
That was the vampires from space, right?
Yeah.
I'd say Evil Dead 2, Texas Massacre 2.
Oh shit, Evil Dead 2. God damn it.
I'm gonna say Godzilla 1954.
Oh yeah,
That's a great one.
I love that one.
The white one?
The first one.
Oh, that's
the Japanese one, not the one with Aaron Burr
It's
in it.
one of the few horror films that are actually
I like
scary.
That's excellent, dude. That's an excellent film, man. Oh, if we're thinking old time,
Dawn of the Dead, and I'm split between The Wolfman and Nosferatu because both those are great. Nosferatu is actually probably the scariest movie ever made.
I love Nosferatu.
That is a very creepy movie. I saw that years ago, and it was probably like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Perfect time to watch that.
Perfect. Especially it's all quiet in the house, and yeah. I'd probably have to take Terrifier 2 off my list and put it on something like that.
But I also
or The Shining.
I really like Dead Alive and Bad Taste. Those two movies I really like.
They're great movies.
What's Bad Taste? I never heard of that.
Bad Taste was what's the guy who did Lord of the Rings?
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson was his first ever movie.
Yeah.
And it is all over the place.
Yeah.
It's like a cheesier Army of Darkness, if you could imagine that.
Yeah.
Like cheesy times 10.
Yeah. And the gore up to 100.
All right. I think we're changing it up. Biggie's changing it up. This one's hard for me.
Funny movies.
Funniest movies. I'll go first, I guess.
I'll go first.
I'm going to say Airplane.
Excellent.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, The Great Outdoors, Uncle Buck.
Yes.
You like Uncle Buck?
Love Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck's good.
Dude, Uncle Buck is fantastic.
Great movie.
best
It's one
thing
of
that
his
movie
best movie.
The
Yeah.
best Uncle Buck is the guy with the toothpick and he gets it stuck in his mouth.
I guess my fifth one. Stuck.
I saw it the other day and I was
I'm trying to flip it.
I told my wife, look at this. And she saw it and it was like nothing, bro. I was like, dude, that is hilarious.
That is the funniest thing in the whole movie. And he gets it stuck in his mouth.
Oh, in the bowling alley, right?
Yeah, the bowling alley. It's like, oh.
I think my fifth one is going to be. I love Spaceballs.
Spaceball.
That was funny.
Your choices is mine.
Man, I'm trying to think.
In no particular order, because them Uncle Buck and Great Outdoors and the John Candy ones are my favorite.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
All right, I guess I'll go.
Oh, Harlem Nights.
I'm gonna go.
Dude, Della Reese and Red Fox in that movie.
My favorite 5: Dumb and Dumber. It was both
Oh yeah, Ace Ventura is one of my top ones too.
Something About Mary.
Wayne will be on mine, the first one.
Wait your turn.
I know.
Something About Mary. Dude, it's not even a comedy, but I laughed my ass off in this movie. It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I just found so many funny things in that film. And it's not a comedy. But
I still haven't seen that one yet either.
Dude, I just laughed at so many different. Him and DiCaprio and Pitt are freaking amazing in that film. Amazing. And they're
I
funny
agree
as
with God Tank on The Hangover.
that Hangover. Okay,
That movie was fantastic.
the first one freaking killed me. How many films is that? That's 4. It's not even a comment. And my fifth one, I can't think of a film. I only have 4 right now.
The Three Amigos. Big Bear.
What are yours? The boat?
Wayne's World. This is a weird one. I'm gonna say Tremors.
Tremors is so fucking good.
Tremors is a great horror film and a great comedy.
Yes. Dead now.
The same stories.
Okay, and who was the funniest? Was it the father from
Family Ties.
Family Ties, right? He stole that movie for me. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, with all the guns and stuff.
Yeah. Him and Reba.
Yeah, great crack. Yes.
Yeah, that whole movie's another super quotable film.
Oh my God! Look!
The Jerk. You know, I just bought that today on DVD. I found it while we were out.
And Fletch and Fletch Lives are fantastic movies.
Man, I'm trying.
Christmas Story too. The Christmas Story. Might have to replace something with Christmas Story. Or not Christmas Story, but Christmas Vacation.
You don't like Christmas Story?
Yeah, I hate Christmas stories. Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Man, I can't even like think of it anymore.
Christmas Vacation.
Jerk. The cans are exploding. Oh my God.
He doesn't like these cans.
Mama.
I can't even think of it anymore. I'm blank out.
He
Brain
hasn't seen too many comedies. He's just watching horror movies. That's why I got The Jerk today. Matter of fact, grab them real quick. Let me see.
Oh, my back.
All right, guys. I don't know. Dude, you know what? Being a so-so album, dude, we've been going on for an hour and 46 minutes, man. This might be our longest show. Fever in and fever out.
Here's another good one I picked up today.
Yeah, Wild Dogs.
Seen that? I've never seen that. There it is. The Jerk. You got it.
Jerk is a great movie. But nice.
Yeah, the Buddy Holly story.
Oh my! That's an excellent film, dude.
Yeah, man.
Gary Busey.
He was born to play him, man.
And I found this today too.
Very nice.
Score.
My number one favorite funny film is Something About Mary.
There was a bunch of people in that movie.
That movie is so good, bro. That movie's just.
You know what else is a funny movie I really like? Is Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
That's a good one.
I've seen parts. I've never seen that one.
You should. That's like one of Tim Burton's earliest films.
Back when Gary Busey
Big
had-
Marge sent you.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Where does it come from? Where does it go? Wow. Friday, yep. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you some.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Dude, Friday's got to be in there, right? Friday might be my number 5. Yeah, I'll put Friday out of all these.
Yeah, Big Top was good too. Pee Wee Herman wants a pickle.
I never liked Big Top.
I did. Egg salady. Hey, Cheech and Chong Up and Smoke's funny too.
It's classic. Mexican American.
Dun. Try to talk to me, try to tell me how to live. Dun.
Isn't it back there on the bumper?
Led Zeppelin. So good. Tropic Thunder, yeah.
Tropic Thunder, dude.
Thunder's fantastic.
Hall Pass. Hall Pass. I cried in Hall Pass. Tropic Thunder. Smokey and the Bandit.
I don't
Oh
remember
yeah,
Hall-
Smokey and
I
the
watched Hall
Bandit. Damn.
Smokey and the Bandit and Jackie Gleason.
Yeah, Smokey and the Bandit's got to be in my top 10 of all time.
Why?
Yeah.
All time movies.
Why?
Get in the car.
Julian? What is
Give me
it?
an
What,
El Diablo and a Dr. Pepper. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
he's with his glasses and he walks on the toilet paper. I cried my ass off.
Oh, man, I love it. He always hits it with the oof.
Yeah. That's one of my wife's favorite movies.
You know, remember when I get back home to slap your mama?
Blues Brothers.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's probably my favorite Dan Aykroyd film.
Dude, Tropic Thunder's got to. Oh my God, I gotta change. Tropic Thunder's freaking hilarious. 16 Candles. I love 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Breakfast Club, though, out of the Brat Pack, Breakfast Club is my favorite.
For me, it's 16 candles. I'll stop on 16 candles no matter where it's at. I
What if
love.
your weed was on fire? It's impossible. It's in Jonathan's
That's
pants.
what I was gonna say. Most of the Ben Stiller movies are hilarious.
Yeah.
Zoolander.
Dodgeball's the only one I like. I don't care. I don't like Ben Stiller.
I love Stiller, bro. I love. Did you see Along Came Polly? The basketball scene where they're
Yeah, I
playing.
don't like it.
Dude, that movie's hilarious. I love
Dude,
it.
my favorite Ben Stiller scene of all time is in Happy Gilmore. When his mom's in the nursing home or retirement home. You will go to bed or I'll put you to sleep. What is it? You go to sleep or I'll put you to sleep.
I love
Or the Starsky and Hutch where he's like, do it.
Be Myself and Irene.
Yeah.
I like that. There's a lot. I can't believe you don't like Ben. Dude, I love Ben Stiller, man.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I look at him the way some people look at Will Ferrell.
You like
I know a lot of people that don't like Will Ferrell.
Do you like Will Ferrell?
I like some of his movies, but
Yeah, I'm 50-50 too.
I like his skits.
Step Brothers is my favorite of his.
Brothers is.
I've
That
really liked Elf, and that's like everyone's favorite film.
yeah.
I hate Good Nights. I think it's hilarious.
My daughter and wife hate Elf.
It's okay.
It's forgettable for me.
I only liked it because of Zoe Deschanel.
Don't like it because of her.
That's the only reason I like it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Singer.
Pick a Destiny.
And Tenacious D.
He didn't make enough movies. It was really good.
Cable Guy.
Yeah, Cable Guy is good.
That's got
Ferris
Kyle Gass in it.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is funny.
Cable Guy, they had that scene where they're at the nights. That's an all-time scene for me. I don't really. Dude, that scene is genius. I'm not a fan of that film, but that scene is.
I love that movie. Hello, Steven.
So freaking good.
Yeah, Cable Guy is weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's too close. It's like this shit could happen. I really don't.
Kablooga blah.
There could be some freaking psycho out like that. All right, guys. I don't know. You want to keep going? It's up to you. We've been on for 2 hours. We've just been talking crap. Is there another genre you want to talk about as far as movies?
What about like cult classics, like only movies that you like that no one else? There's movies that just people don't know.
Okay, all right. I got a few of those.
Also, I got this question: do you think The Big Lebowski is a cult classic, cult film if it's as popular as it is?
Yes,
I do because it wasn't a huge hit when it came out.
That's to me. That's what would make a cult classic is when it's bigger after the fact.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw it in the theaters.
like Boondock Saints. Boondock Saints was.
I went
it
to
wasn't
the
even
theaters.
released in the U.S.
Yeah, I went to the theaters to see Big Lebowski. I didn't even see the trailer, and I didn't know what I was going to go see. I was forced to go.
How many people were there? Like in the theater?
Xanadu.
There wasn't a lot. Well, no, there wasn't a whole lot.
Is The Warriors considered a cult film? I think, or not?
I would say so.
Yeah,
It's got that following.
For me, Warriors is probably my number one cult. I would think. This is off the top of my head.
Scarface is good, like Biggie shit.
But is that a cult film?
I would say so. Well, I don't know.
Al Pacino was already pretty big when
Yeah,
that came
he
out.
was.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think it was
know.
already a big deal when it came out.
Did you guys ever watch the movie Breaking Away?
No.
Sounds familiar.
It's about it happens in I think it happens in Indiana, and the guy just rides a bike, like a speed bike. Look up that movie. Look up that movie with the kids. They'll love it.
What's it called?
Breaking Away.
Breaking Away.
It's really good. All of them can see it. There's no
Done with a kid.
Breaking Away. Dennis Christopher, Dennis Quaid,
Oh,
Daniel
no.
Stern,
Yes.
Earl Haley.
Yeah, that movie's excellent. What's that?
Dirt bike kid.
That was one of my. That was, one of. I'm actually right now.
that
Since
Ricky
you pulled that
Schroeder?
out, one of my top favorite movies as growing up and stuff, and I still like. And to me, it would be maybe a cult classic. I don't know,
I think it is.
but the movie Rad.
That was a dirt bike?
No, it was bikes, regular
BMX.
BMX bikes.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, you're missing out. It's got
Rad's a good movie. Like,
it's got what's her name in it that played Adrian and Rocky.
Talia Shire?
It's got her. It's got what was
God,
Uncle Jesse's girl from Full House is in it.
wait a second.
Oh, Lori Loughlin.
Just went to
Wait a
prison.
second. Dude, God Tank. This was the next movie this was the movie I was gonna mention. Have you guys ever seen My Bodyguard? It's Matt Dillon's first film. It came out like in 1979, maybe 80. It's about this kid in
Oh
high
yeah,
school.
I've seen that. Yeah, he had the big dude, always wore the army jacket. Yeah,
That
great
movie, fabulous.
Yes,
Fabulous, bro.
I forgot all about that movie.
That movie is
Yeah,
fabulous.
Thrashing was the other. There was the skateboard with what's his name? Josh Brolin was in Thrashing.
One of my favorite cult films is The Search for Animal Shin. It's like a super. That movie is all over the place. It's barely a movie. It's like a skateboard film though. It's like got like a 14-year-old Tony Hawk in it.
Really?
Yeah, it was like their like group that made a film.
Bones Brigade.
Would you guys consider Big Trouble in Little China?
Absolutely, I would say. I mean, I would say so.
Love that movie.
It's a good film.
My Bodyguard, Breaking Away, Warrior.
Gleaming the Cube. Yes, that's another good one I used to love. Christian Slater, where he was a skateboarder and he had an adopted brother that was murdered, and he's like trying to figure out who did it, and he finds out who did it. So then
The skateboard.
Tony Hawk's in that movie too.
I've heard of that movie.
Great movie, and it's got the dude from Scarface in it. Can't remember his name. He was Scarface, Al Pacino's buddy in the movie.
Return to Oz, that's a good
Great
film.
movie. Gleaming the Cube and Rad, you need to watch.
Rocky. Did you guys ever watch the movie? I forgot.
Return to Oz.
Space Camp. Oh, The Legend of Billie Jean. Have you guys ever seen that?
Yes.
Is that the Michael Jackson movie?
No.
No, okay. I'm thinking of a different one.
It's got what's her name, bro?
Slater.
Yeah, Helen Slater.
Slater, and it's got what's the other guy? Christian Slater.
Yeah.
Stephen Bauer or whatever is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stephen
he's-
Bauer.
Yeah, him and Christian Slater and Gleaming the Cube.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, The Legend of Billie Jean has Yardley Smith in it too.
Which one is she?
It's the girl, but she does the voice of Lisa Simpson.
Moonwalker, that's it.
Did that one?
Moonwalker.
I watched that movie too much when I was little. When I was real young.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume is a great Christian Slater movie.
Night of the Comet.
Heather,
Favorite-
too. Heather's is one of
Yeah.
his better.
Dude, I could not get into Heather's, bro.
But my best, like I said, Gleaming the Cube is the best Christian Slater movie ever.
True Romance. is his
True
best.
Romance.
True Romance. Have you seen
There-
True Romance?
Yeah. Gary Oldman's in that.
Gary Oldman steals that movie, bro.
Yes.
He's in that movie. He plays oh my god, what's his name? Oh my god, dude, that's one of the scariest characters in any film I've seen, bro.
Dude, I think Gary Oldman's probably the greatest modern actor ever.
It's amazing.
He's done everything. He's done stuff where, dude, when he played Winston Churchill, I'm like, there's no way that's him.
Yeah.
Dude, when he played Sid Vicious, he was great.
Yeah, Sid and Nancy and The Fifth
The Cop.
Element.
The Cop in The Professional. Oh,
Dude, he's done so many great movies.
White Boy Day. Give me White Boy Day.
I remember seeing. Is that the one? 40 Moonwalker at Disney. Is that the one we went to? And I was terrified. Yeah, I saw that like right before it closed down, or a couple years before it closed down. It terrified me. Michael Jackson 3D.
That was a big deal. What was his?
Oh, Kids, yeah, that was I remember seeing Kids when that came out. That was
Kids is hard to watch.
It is.
Yeah. Remakes. They got to quit doing the remakes.
Yeah, dude.
There's no originality.
Watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's a flip on history. It's hilarious. Basketball Diaries was excellent. Best Brad Pitt film.
Fury.
Everybody thinks, Brad Pitt. He's a really good actor, dude.
I liked him in Inglourious Bastards. I don't.
Oh,
It was
dude.
fucking perfect.
Glorious Bastards, amazing.
Him tried to pull off a French accent as a Southern character.
That movie's hilarious, right? It's hilarious.
That's a great movie. I just watched a documentary on YouTube about I think it's called The Real Inglorious Bastards.
Really?
Phenomenal documentary. It's like 50 minutes, 55 minutes long. I would recommend watching it if anybody likes history.
I'm a fan
It was
of that.
about two Jewish immigrants that were American citizens that they, obviously they spoke different languages and stuff like that. So they were picked up by the government, the military, and they said, "Hey, would you like to serve your country?" type thing. So they trained them. Basically what they were training for was basically the beginning of the CIA. They were like special operatives, and they got behind, they parachute behind enemy lines. They hooked up with this one guy that was a German officer, and they found out that he wasn't a supporter while in a prison camp. So then there was it was a 3-man team. It's an amazing story, absolutely amazing story. The stuff that the one dude went through, tortured and stuff like that, and he wouldn't talk. But the movie does kind of go, as if it was like a bigger team,
Right.
and they didn't scalp any heads and do any of that stuff. But there was a Jewish guy that was a butcher,
Really?
like a meat butcher,
Jew Bear? What was it? What was his name in the
Yeah.
movie? The Jew Bear? Was it?
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the Jew.
It was loosely Quentin Tarantino loosely based, a lot of the stuff about these guys, and phenomenal story though.
Look at Biggie throwing out questions.
Best gunfight movie.
Oh, dude, what's that movie? Heat. A scene when they brought the bank. That scene in Heat. So Werewolf.
I don't even know. John Wick, yeah.
So,
Shoot 'em up. Shoot 'em up is a fantastic gunfight movie.
what was that 60s film? The Wild Bunch? Is it the Wild Bunch or the what? Peckinpah? Peckinpah? He's like a famous
Peckinpah.
Peckinpah.
Yeah, the Wild Bunch was a Peckinpah.
Tombstone, yeah.
Yeah, Keith, that's Tombstone's amazing.
Tombstone's the best Western ever.
It might be, right? That's another film I just
Such
stop
a
on.
good movie.
And I just stop on any scene and you just start, it's like Shawshank. You just, stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's cooler than Kurt Russell with a sideburn mustache?
Yeah.
Lighter, man.
And he shot the guy in rape.
Tell him I'm coming, and hell's coming with me.
So many actors.
Yeah.
So good. So good. Guys, are we calling this? Or we can keep going? Or
Let's
Yeah.
call it.
Let's
I gotta
call
take
it.
a leak.
I think we're, man, thank you guys. If you didn't stay, bro, Luscious Jackson, Fever In, Fever Out, phenomenal album. Right, Donnie? Dude, I haven't even drink for this show and I had a blast.
Went from going to the shortest show ever to the longest.
Longest show ever.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it? Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
We'll do this again. We'll think of questions.
That next week, House of
Next
Pain.
Join our show.
And we're gonna think of questions and topics to ask. So
Okay.
in fact, after the show.
We'll double the time on that one.
Yeah, we'll double it.